Welcome to the Fascinating World Channel. Today, we're taking you on a journey through 10 breathtaking places across the Americas, showcasing the immense diversity, grandeur, and unforgettable landscapes of this vast continent. We begin at Antelope Canyon, where desert winds sculpted graceful curves into Arizona's sandstone. Then we head to Grand Prismatic Spring, Yellowstone's rainbow-colored hot spring. Next, we travel north to Moraine Lake in Canada, one of the most beautiful lakes in the world. From there, we continue to the thundering Iguazu Falls, the colorful heights of Vinicunca Mountain, the dry vastness of the Atacama Desert, and the icy walls of Torres del Paine and Perito Moreno Glacier in Patagonia. As we near the end of our journey, we visit the world's tallest waterfall, Angel Falls in Venezuela, and the incredible archaeological wonder of Chichén Itzá in Mexico. Get ready for a visual journey through some of the most awe-inspiring places on our continent. Let's begin. Amid the arid desert of Arizona lies a labyrinth of orange sandstone, sculpted by water over millennia. Antelope Canyon is a narrow slot canyon that captivates with its smooth, undulating walls, like petrified waves. Walking through its winding passageways feels like entering a natural temple. The walls rise dozens of meters high, making us feel tiny before the geological grandeur that surrounds us. Divided into two main sections, Upper Antelope and Lower Antelope, each part of the canyon has its own unique features. Upper Antelope is famous for the light beams that stream down from above, while Lower Antelope, with even narrower passages and varying levels, gives the sensation of walking inside a spiraling underground sculpture. In both, the walls reveal a kaleidoscope of reddish and orange hues that shift with the position of the sun. At certain times of the day, especially around noon in the summer, sunlight pierces through the cracks in the canyon ceiling, cascading downward and illuminating the dust suspended in the air, creating mystical columns of light. It's a surreal spectacle that has made Antelope Canyon one of the most photographed places in the world. The name antelope isn't random. It comes from stories of pronghorn antelope that once grazed here during the winters, seeking shelter. For the Navajo people, however, this wonder bears a different name and meaning. Tse Bighanilini, which in their language means the place where water runs through rocks. Indeed, the canyon was formed by the sheer power of water. Flash floods over countless years carved the sandstone walls, shaping the elegant curves and striated textures we see today. That same force of nature commands respect. Visiting Antelope Canyon is only possible with authorized Navajo guides, both for safety, due to the risk of sudden floods, and because it is a sacred and protected site within the Navajo Nation since 1997. Visiting Antelope Canyon is an almost dreamlike experience, a reminder that nature, with patience and persistence, can transform solid rock into delicate and fascinating art. In the volcanic lands of Yellowstone National Park, there lies a hot spring so colorful it looks like a work of art. The Grand Prismatic Spring is a massive thermal pool that glows with vivid shades of blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, like a liquefied rainbow spread across the surface of a boiling lake. Measuring approximately 112 meters in diameter and 37 meters deep, it is the largest hot spring in the United States and the third largest in the world. Seen from above, its perfectly circular shape and concentric multicolored rings resemble the eye of a giant creature. or a surrealist painter's palette. Unsurprisingly, its name prismatic comes from the prism effect, dispersing the colors of light. The source of these colors lies in microscopic life. The edges of Grand Prismatic Spring host colonies of thermophilic bacteria and algae, heat-loving organisms of various species, each producing different pigments. On the outer edges, where the water is less hot, around 122 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, microorganisms with orange, yellow, and green hues thrive. Closer to the center, the temperature rises above 158 degrees Fahrenheit, too hot for most life to survive, and the sterile water displays a deep, crystal-clear blue caused by the refraction of light in the mineral-rich water. As a result, the spring is encircled by a living rainbow, trillions of microorganisms painting the environment in a gradient of color. From the surface of Grand Prismatic Spring, hot steam constantly rises as it releases thousands of liters of thermal water every minute. On colder days, this surrounding mist becomes even denser, sometimes tinted by the colors below, creating a scene straight out of science fiction. Standing before this wonder is a hypnotic experience. The faint scent of sulfur, the warmth rising from the earth, and the natural kaleidoscope before your eyes serve as a powerful reminder that our planet is alive and full of surprises. Since its discovery in the 19th century, Grand Prismatic has continued to amaze visitors and inspire scientific research, its nature showcasing its most vibrant palette in the heart of Yellowstone. In the high valleys of the Canadian Rockies rests an alpine lake with a turquoise blue color so intense it seems to glow from within. This is Moraine Lake, a gem of Banff National Park, often regarded as one of the most beautiful lakes in the world. Its milky turquoise hue comes from what's known as glacial rock flour, fine mineral particles released into the water as the surrounding mountain glaciers melt. When summer arrives and the thaw reaches its peak, the lake reaches its highest level and displays its most vibrant color, a mesmerizing shade of emerald blue. The scenery is so perfect that it once adorned old Canadian $20 bills, immortalizing the classic view of Moraine. Visiting Moraine Lake feels like stepping into a three-dimensional postcard. The combination of the water's surreal color, the purity of the mountain air, and the grandeur of the peaks creates a deeply refreshing experience. It's no wonder this lake has become a symbol of Canada's natural beauty. It makes us feel small before nature, yet profoundly connected to its peaceful and timeless splendor. On the border between Brazil and Argentina, hidden within the Atlantic forest, roars one of the largest and most breathtaking waterfalls in the world, the Iguazu Falls. Comprising around 275 individual cascades stretched along an arc of nearly 2 miles, the Iguazu River plunges with thunderous force. Some falls reach up to 260 feet high, creating a spectacle of sound, mist, and light. From a distance, you can already see the vapor cloud rising from the forest and hear the continuous thunder of the rushing water. As you approach the observation walkways, you're enveloped by a fine, colorful spray. On sunny days, multiple rainbows form in the mist, giving the place an almost magical atmosphere. Today, Iguazu Falls is a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site and recognized as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. The surrounding forest reserves shelter a spectacular biodiversity. Flocks of colorful butterflies dancing in the mist, curious coatis wandering among the visitors, and birds of all kinds, like toucans, macaws, and waterfall swallows. Standing before these colossal cascades, feeling the earth tremble beneath your feet and the spray on your face, you're filled with humility and awe, a vivid reminder of nature's overwhelming beauty and power. In the Peruvian Andes, not far from Cusco, there's a mountain that looks like it came straight out of a dream. Vinicunca, known as the Rainbow Mountain or the Mountain of 7 Colors. Sitting at an altitude of over 16,000 feet, its slopes display vivid painted bands of color: red, pink, green, yellow, blue, and other shades, like a rainbow laid gently across the earth. This extraordinary natural coloring is the result of layers of different minerals deposited over geological ages, later revealed by erosion and tectonic shifts. For a long time, Vinicunca remained hidden under snow and was little known beyond local communities, who regarded it as sacred. Only in recent years, as the snow has retreated, have its full colors been revealed, and the world has since discovered this natural wonder. Vinicunca quickly became one of the most photographed destinations in Peru. Its 7 distinct hues create a nearly abstract landscape, proving that nature can craft scenes that rival works of art. For the Andean peoples, this comes as no surprise. Mountains have always been considered living, sacred beings, and Vinicunca, with its unique beauty, only deepens that spiritual connection. For any visitor, standing before this multicolored mountain is a rare experience, one that blends physical effort, cultural encounter, and a deep sense of awe at the creativity of Pachamama, Mother Earth. In northern Chile lies the Atacama Desert, known as the driest non-polar place on Earth. In some areas, it hasn't rained in decades, and there are records of regions that went centuries without a single drop. The ground is arid and bleached, seemingly lifeless, yet the landscape possesses a striking and unique beauty. Towering volcanoes line the horizon, and in remote spots, wind-sculpted rock formations create surreal scenes, such as in the Valley of the Moon, which under the orange light of sunset truly resembles the lunar surface. The Atacama's extreme dryness is caused by the cold Humboldt Current, which prevents cloud formation, and the Andes Mountains, which block moisture from the Amazon. Still, the desert is not devoid of life. After rare and exceptional rains, parts of the Atacama undergo the phenomenon known as desierto florido, or blooming desert. Thousands of wildflowers sprout, covering the ground in vibrant colors, proving that seeds can lie dormant for years, waiting patiently for moisture to awaken. Walking through certain parts of this desert feels like exploring another planet. Even so, the Atacama hides oases, small villages, and rich cultural heritage, a testament to how life finds a way to thrive. It's a world of extremes and wonders, where the near absence of water has sculpted one of the most astonishing landscapes in the Americas. In southern Chile, in the region of Patagonia, lies Torres del Paine National Park, a realm of untouched wilderness that looks like a fantasy landscape. Its most iconic feature is the 3 Torres del Paine, massive, near-vertical granite spires that soar over 6,500 feet into the sky. At the foot of these peaks, surreal-colored lakes mirror the towers and surrounding summits. Some glow a milky turquoise, others a deep crystalline blue, all fed by glacial melt from the Andes. On clear mornings, the rising sun paints the granite towers with a fiery red glow, a famed spectacle that turns the rock a burning orange for a few magical minutes, leaving early risers in awe. Torres del Paine means blue towers in the indigenous Tehuelche language, possibly a reference to the bluish hue the mountains take on from a distance, or the celestial blue lakes scattered throughout the park. The region is home to a rich array of Patagonian wildlife. Herds of guanacos roam the golden steppes, Andean foxes and deer hide in the low brush, and with a bit of luck, even the elusive puma, the apex predator of the area, may appear, proof of how wild this land remains. The park is a paradise for hikers and nature lovers. Famous trails like the W Circuit lead visitors to spectacular viewpoints, passing waterfalls, flower-filled valleys in summer, and forests of lenga trees, native to Patagonia. The weather, however, is unpredictable. Within hours, it can shift from sun to rain to fierce winds and even snow, adding a layer of challenge to every hike. This combination of dramatic scenery and raw wilderness earned Torres del Paine its designation as a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. Being there, with the jagged towers on the horizon and glaciers in the distance, is a transformative experience. The sheer scale and energy of the place make you feel the earth in its purest form, a reminder of the untamed beauty at the southern edge of the Americas. In Argentina's frozen Patagonia, the Perito Moreno Glacier stands out as a moving giant of ice, one of the great frozen wonders of the Americas. This monumental glacier descends from the Andes into a vast lake, forming an ice front about 3 miles long, with walls that rise nearly 200 feet above the water. The compressed ice glows in celestial shades of blue, a hypnotic color that reveals the purity and density of ice accumulated over centuries. Unlike most glaciers around the world, which are shrinking, Perito Moreno remains remarkably stable, and sometimes even advances, fed by the Andes' heavy annual snowfalls. One of its most spectacular displays is the calving of ice blocks. From time to time, a sharp crack echoes through the valley as huge chunks of the glacier's face break off and crash into Lago Argentino. These blocks, some the size of buildings, fall with tremendous force, sending up columns of spray and creating waves. It's like witnessing the glacier giving birth to icebergs. The sound is thunderous, and the scene makes it clear just how much power is involved in this natural process. Visitors watch these dramatic breaks from walkways positioned directly in front of the glacier, just a few meters away. With every new crack or collapse, everyone holds their breath, captivated by the raw power of nature. Occasionally, Perito Moreno stages an even more dramatic cyclical event. Its tongue of ice advances until it touches land on the opposite shore, acting as a natural dam that divides the lake's waters. Named after the explorer Francisco Perito Moreno, This glacier transports us back to the ice ages and prompts reflection on climate change. Standing before Perito Moreno, feeling the icy air, hearing the cracks echo, and seeing that endless blue wall, it is impossible not to marvel at the grandeur of nature in motion. Get ready to discover one of the most breathtaking sights on Earth, Angel Falls, the tallest waterfall in the world. Located deep within the vast Venezuelan jungle, at the heart of Canaima National Park, this majestic cascade plunges nearly 3,200 feet. More precisely, 3,212 feet from the top of the mythical Mount Ollantaytambo. This flat-topped mountain, wrapped in mist and mystery, seems to float above the rainforest. From its summit, Angel Falls is born. Its drop so long that much of the water evaporates before it even reaches the ground. The waterfall's original name is Karapakopai Meru, given by the indigenous Pemon people. The name Angel Falls honors Jimmy Angel, an American pilot who flew over the region in 1933 while searching for gold and ended up revealing this natural wonder to the world. Getting here is no easy feat. There are no roads. The journey begins with a flight to the village of Canaima, followed by a trip down narrow rivers and treks through dense forest trails. But every bit of effort is worth it. The grandeur of Angel Falls is indescribable. It's as if time stands still, and nature, in all her sovereignty, unveils her purest power and beauty. This surreal place even inspired the setting of Disney Pixar's Up. But in real life, it's even more magical. A true natural temple, where water dances in the air, silence runs deep, and the spirit is renewed. And to end our journey through the most incredible places in the Americas on a high note, we arrive at a true symbol of ancient mystery and brilliance, Chichén Itzá. In the heart of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, Chichén Itzá is not just an archaeological site, it's a portal to the past. Built by the Maya civilization over 1,000 years ago, this ancient city still amazes us with its astronomical precision, monumental engineering, and spiritual symbolism. The undeniable highlight is the Pyramid of Kukulkan, also known as El Castillo. More than just a pyramid, it is a three-dimensional calendar aligned with the sun. During the equinoxes, the shadow of a serpent appears to slither down the pyramid steps in a natural spectacle that defies modern logic. But there's much more to discover. The Temple of the Warriors, the El Caracol Observatory, the sacred cenotes, and the largest known Mayan ball court, where it's believed that competitions may have involved ritual sacrifices. Walking through Chichén Itzá is like feeling the weight of time and the silence of ancient wisdom. Every stone carries stories of gods, science, and spirituality. The natural diversity of the Americas is truly astounding. Within a single continent, we find a vast range of landscapes, each one distinct and breathtaking. This richness of scenery reveals nature's endless creativity and offers us unique experiences at every turn. More than just dazzling our eyes, these places remind us of the importance of preservation. The Americas are home to natural treasures that not only inspire awe, but also sustain communities, influence global climate, and hold stories that span millions of years of Earth's history. If any of these landscapes captured your heart, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our upcoming adventures. Share this video with someone who loves to travel. And tell me in the comments, which of these destinations made it to the top of your travel list? Your answer might just inspire the route of our next video. Remember, maps are invitations to escape the ordinary. See you on the next journey.